Hello, let's continue to not play a bunch of New York Times games and instead play some alternatives. So today I've loaded us up with a couple of logic games, which are some LinkedIn games that have been requested for a while to give a try. Um, to be honest, I was a little bit bitter about the LinkedIn games because a bunch of my peers got sponsored to play them, and then they asked me to play it without sponsoring me. So I was a little bitter about that, but I'm sure the games are great and we'll give them a try. So anyway, today we're going to be playing Conexo. I know that there is the Strike edition of Connections, but because I time traveled to do these the night before, I think I get the wrong one, and it doesn't match yours. So I'm going to play Conexo instead, and I think it's nice to look at alternatives to not just playing the New York Times game on a different website. In addition to that, we're going to be playing Tango and Queens from LinkedIn, which are logic games. Wordbox, which is a new game to me. We're going to give that a try. Also, Word 500, which is kind of like a mastermind style Wordle, and then also Symble, just because I really like Symble. And we're going to top off with Worldle, which is hard to say. Or you guess a country. All right. So let's get started with Conexo. Right, today we have email, margin, lane, profit, liabilities, algorithm, crosswalk, radio, cache, sign, protocol, cookies, signal, revenue, letter, and stoplight. I mean, crosswalk and stoplight seem fairly obvious, like lane, these are things found on the street. A sign, let's try it. Okay, nice and easy for that. Traffic elements. Email. What would go with email? Like letter? Ooh, how about cookies, though? Online things, email and cookies. How about cookies and protocol? These are like website-related things. Cache. Maybe algorithm? Let's give that a try. Okay, that was purple. Digital terminology, okay. So what does email go with? Maybe letter? Maybe radio? Like ways of communicating? And signal? Okay. Modes of communication, and then margin, profit, liabilities, and revenue are just accounting terms. Financial metrics. Okay. Cool. Actually, nice and easy today. I don't know if I got lucky or if it was just pretty straightforward, but there we go. Let's move on. So we're going to play Tango here. Hit start. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. Okay. So the way Tango works, I went through the tutorial just now before recording. But what we need to do is we need to place moons and suns in every cell. There need to be the same number of moons and suns in every row and column. Sneezing is not part of it. I just decided to do that. So in addition to that, you can't have more than 2 moons or suns in a row. And we also have equal signs and X's. The equals mean they're the same symbol, and the X means they're different symbols. Okay, so how do we get started? Well, we already have 3 suns in this row, so we'll just make these both moons. Now this has to be different, so that's a sun. This is the same, so that's a sun. This column needs to finish with a moon. Let's see. There's probably some other obvious stuff. These 2 are the same. If they were moons, that would be all the moons for the row. That seems... okay. So if they're... we need to avoid having 3 moons in a row here, right? So there's going to be a sun in here. I think that means this one can't be sun. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm overcomplicating things, but think about it this way. If these 2 were both moons... Oh, but that makes this a sun. If these 2 are both suns, that makes this a moon. Interesting. There's probably some property about like... yeah, like a group of 3 in a row always has at least one of each, which seems like a helpful thing to think about. Okay, so let's think about it this way then. This group of 3 definitely has a sun in it, and this group of 2 definitely has a sun in it. I don't know if that's helpful actually. Where's our in here? This is definitely a sun and a moon. Okay, so these 2 are the same as each other. Because we know these 2 are opposite by the row. Because we need one more sun and one more moon. And we know these 2 are opposite. So these 2 are the same. Is there a way for me to... I don't really have a good way to mark that. And it's the same as this one as well. So all 3 of these are the same symbol. Is that helpful? Well, whatever this is and whatever this is opposite of it. Because surrounding an equal sign. Yeah, okay, here we go. Surrounding an equal sign. Oh, that's so obvious. These are moons. Darn it. This is the first time I'm playing, so I don't have an instinct for it yet. But yeah, we can finish all that up. Now we have a sun and a moon here. See, there's probably something obvious from here. Yeah, so this has to be a sun. That makes this a moon. That makes this a sun, as we talked about. This is also a sun. That has to be surrounded by moons. An equal sign having to be surrounded by the opposites, I think, is an important deduction in general for this puzzle. This already has 3 suns in it. This needs to be a moon. This is a sun. This is a moon. That's a sun. All right. I made that way harder than it needed to be. That's all right. First time playing. All right, let's move on to queens. So queens kind of reminds me of Sudoku and a little bit like Sudoku, not too much. But the idea is every region needs to have exactly 1 queen in it. At each row, each column and region has exactly 1 queen. So we can just, if we want, we can just X out these rows. We can also X out these columns. And we can X out the regions that these queens occupy. Also, queens can't touch each other, even diagonally. So this one's not a queen either. So we know a queen's here just because it's a one cell region. That means the queen's here for this region. X those out. This region needs a queen. X that out. This region needs a queen. X that out and that out. And then we get our last queen there. And we're done. All right, that was very quick. Do they get harder than that, or is that basically it? All right, so those are the 2 LinkedIn games I wanted to try out. Now we're going to play Wordbox. So what we need to do is tap any 2 letters, adjacent or not, to swap them. And we need to form a valid word in each row and column. I don't know what these arrows are. Let me double check. So the left-right arrow tells us that there's no O anywhere in the column, but there is an O elsewhere in the row. Vertical means that it's in the column but not the row. Both means it's in both, elsewhere. And if there's no arrow, it means it's nowhere. Okay, that is good to know. So, let's see. There's an M and an L in this row. There's a T-E-N in this row. Interesting. There's an E and an A somewhere else. So I'm going to check if we end in E. But I don't know. Does swapping the M hurt me? Like, I never know with swapping games. I feel like sometimes it feels inefficient. But let's just play around with this. Let's swap the E and the M. Okay, so this doesn't end in E. So let's see if we can find out where this A goes. Let's just move it up 1. Okay, so the A doesn't go there. Does it go at the top then? No. So, okay, the A goes at the bottom. Darn it. This is probably not the best way to do this. But now we know where the E goes, right? The E did it start second? No, it started third, right? The E goes here. So this is something E, something A. What would be a word for that? Could it be L-E? Interesting. I don't think words end in V, so we could gamble on the V being 4th here and swap the E up. The V is 4th. The E probably goes at the end, because we do have an E pointing left as well. Okay. And then we don't know what else. It could be like love. Let's try love. There we go. And we need an O. Let's use this one. Okay, I got love. Okay, we've got... I don't think it means we have 2 M's. We have at least 1 M here. The A belongs somewhere else. Maybe the A is right after the L. It's not. So could it be EA then? Let's swap the M and the A. Just to double check. Oh, so there's an M vertically as well. I'm going to move this E up. There's no E in the word. No I or E. The A doesn't go here because of this A. So let's move the A here. Oh, shoot. It starts with A. I did an extra swap I didn't need. I still haven't found where this M goes. Is this like meta? It's not meta. I still want to know if it's the T goes here. Yeah. So what is it then? Pita? Geta? Neta? I'm not sure what it is. Where does this M go? Here? The M goes here. You have to remember where you tried them. I think there was an M vertically here, wasn't there? Is this MDA? I think the M might go here. Yeah, okay. After the O made more sense. I should probably be thinking more about what these words actually are, but what is this last word? Like, is it peta? No, but there's a P in this word. Aplomb? Oh, it's probably B. Yeah. And then aplomb. It's not omni, because this I says it's not. I think this is going to be... what is this word? There's an N somewhere here. An enda. Oh, yeah, enda sounds good, because this N also points down. There's an R. This G doesn't belong here or here. Oh, agenda. Got a double. Area? And then I don't know how best to swap these, but it's roomy. And then invent. Nice. So we had Aria, Pong, Love, Omen, Mind, Beta, Aplomb, Roomy, Invent, Agenda. Nice. All right, I'm going to have to try that a few more times to get a feel for it. This was the November 7th puzzle because for some reason, even though I set my clock to November 8th, it gave me the November 7th puzzle. So I don't know when it swaps over. But cool. So maybe when you play this, it'll be the 8th already and you can try a different one. All right, now we're going to play Word 500. So what should I start with? Let's just start with, like, it doesn't really matter. Let's start with trace. So it's just like Wordle, but instead of telling you which letters are colored green, yellow, in this case red instead of gray, it tells you the count. So similar to Mastermind. So we know there's one yellow in here and that's it. So I always like to assume it's the E. So we'll just assume it's the E until proven there's no E in the word, because E is the most common letter. So I don't know really where to put the E. Maybe in the middle? So like an E in the middle. I don't know. I saw the word spend. Why not? One green. So if we're assuming there's an E in the word, we're assuming that that's what happened. There may not be an E, but we'll see. So I'm thinking like LE might be a good thing to form here. Like what? I could use another vowel potentially. Like GL, BL. Okay, I don't see an LE. We could do like a double E word. I don't know which double E we'd want to do. Okay, we can't do bleed. Flee. I think, is fleek a word? It accepted it. All right, so now we know that there's no E in the word because it would have to be green here and green here. So we're just going to double click the Word 500 logo to reset. We're going to say all the E's are red. So now we're just going to take the next most common letter, which is probably this A. And we're going to assume that was yellow. And then we need to pick one of these to be green, probably the S or N. Why don't we try a word that starts with S? That sounds fine. And then we need a yellow here, probably the L. That's the most common letter. So this is what we're going to try now. Maybe an SAL, like salty, but there's no T. Salad, but there's no D. Can I do something else like, I can't put the A there, but salsa actually might be interesting because that could just, if that was all red, it just immediately proves a bunch of letters not in. So let's give that a try. One green, one yellow. So that means that if all of these were correct, I would have expected at least 3 to be correct. So we need to go back to the drawing board a little bit. I think the green is likely to be the S or the A just because we used 2 of them. So we don't know which one is green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that the L is continuing to be yellow here because there's a high chance I should have placed the S or the A. We're going to assume the S was actually correct, that we had it right the first time. There's just not another one of them. And that means that there is no A. And so we just need a yellow, maybe an R or a C. We could do a, how about the T? The T is very common. So we could do an ST something, and we could do a double L even if we wanted to, like still. Oh, and by the way, I know it's a bit late for this, but Word 500 has 3 difficulties. It defaults you to the green happy face standard difficulty. I play in the advanced red face, angry face difficulties. In the top left, you can switch. It's 3 different words per day. So still has 3 greens. I'm going to assume we actually got these 3 letters correct. I don't know which of these is right, but we could do like ST something L something. like style, but there's no E. You know, it's tempting to say we got like the STI correct. We can't do stick though. I'm thinking about what we would use. The F. Oh, we could do stiff actually. Let's just try that. Oh, that has 2 greens. Okay, that's handy. So if the ST is correct, that means that this is what happened, and we do need one of these L's. So it's possible that there is no S. The ST is not correct, but how would we do this? I mean, we have O's and L's. Oh, because it's just stool then? Still 2 greens. Okay. So let's say it was the ST. Right? We'd have the ST, but we wouldn't have the L. So we would need an A. That makes sense to some extent. So, oh, no, but if we have the T, we can't have the A. Okay, sorry. I don't think it can be ST, because look at this. We have the ST. Then that means this was the yellow, and so we don't get an A. But, ooh, do we have a second S? Okay, it's possible we have a second S. We'd have to color like this. These are gray, these are gray. Oh, but then, oh, we can't, we have to have an I or an L. Because I or L is green here. So we can't do ST. Okay, that's the proof. I'm going to say we got the S right all the way down still. We have one more guess, so we better be down to one word. That means no T, though, because we need an I or an L. So no T. We also know there's no E in the word. I don't know. Maybe the green L is correct here and here? That would finish these. Oh, wait. We know. Wait. I need one more in stiff. So if the green L was correct, that means there's no I. And that would mean we'd have to be FL. That doesn't work. So if we have the S, again, no E's, we wouldn't be able to have the T, and we also wouldn't be able to have the L at all. So we'd have to have the I green here and here. We need 3 greens here, though. I think we just can't have the S for that reason. So we're going to make the S gray. We know there's no E also. So 3 greens means we need... I don't know, did we get the double L correct? That gives us a little wiggle room here to have the T correct. Maybe. No O's. I'm a little worried I'm going to lose this, but that's all right. It would be TI for sure. Oh, but then, okay. So I'd have to use the I. That's the conclusion. And then I need an O. But okay. Double L doesn't work. Look, if I have the double L here, then I need this L. We proved, and now we can't, we have to have one of STI. If we have one of STI, that means we need also a green F here, and that would use up one of the L's spots. So we can't have a green F and a green L there, right? Because only one of STI has to be in. So we can't have the double L. So I'm going to say we had the single L, and then we need 2 of STI in, and we know that ST didn't work, and I think in general S didn't work. So if we do that, then we need the TI to be correct. And that actually matches up. That works okay. We know there's no L, we know there's no E. The T would be yellow here, so no RAC, so no A's, no S's. Wait, then we don't have anything from salsa. Well, we have 1 yellow from salsa. Okay, salsa is telling us we need an S or an A. So maybe I missed a case where we can use the S. So let's bring, or I can't bring in the L. I don't know. Let's bring in these L's. Not the second L. We need 1 of STI, no F's. We're not going to do FL at the end of a word, right? So we need 1. Oh, we need 2 of STI. These agree that we need 2 of STI. Let's not figure out which one yet, but that means we need... If it's not ST, that means we need an O as well. This is really hard to analyze. I put myself in a bad corner here. Okay, we know there's no E. Let's do what we know. Salsa tells us we need at least 1 of S or A. Let me try the S again and bring in that L. Let me prove whether or not S actually works or not. No P and D. We need this L, so no A's. And then only 2 of these, right? So we would have... There we go. We'd have the I's. This would be yellow L. This would be red. We need an R or a C. I'm thinking it's SCI something L. Or, because we need a C or an R. Oh, you know what it is? It's swirl. Finally. Holy cow. Yeah, just I don't know why that was so hard. Okay, I'm rusty on Word 500. Word 500, either you get it immediately or or it takes you 15 minutes, feels like. All right, swirl is not an easy word though. All right, I'm going to move on. We're going to do Symble again. I've explained it in the last couple of videos. I'm just going to play it here. So, oh, we have one of each here. So I'm going to assume the E at the end is right, and we need like an L in the middle. How would that work though? Like what goes between that L and E? Like solve? Okay, I got the LE correct, pretty sure. Maybe like ILGE? Like bulge, but there's no B. Is there like an ilge word? Or an olge word, another olge word besides bulge? What else could I do? Is there like a ULLE word? I think tool is a word. Oh, it's the word. Okay, that's a tough word. Alrighty. And our last game will be Worldle. I think this is Cambodia. The shape of the country there. Oh, it's not Cambodia. We're close though. Close-ish. Oh, is this Vietnam? It's not Vietnam. About the same distance. What is it then? Shoot, I really thought it was going to be Cambodia. So we're north of Cambodia and northeast. Sorry, that's west. Northwest of Vietnam. So what's directly north of Cambodia? China, I thought. Maybe it's Laos. There we go, it's Laos. Okay, we'll play the bonus round. You guess the 5 neighbors of Laos. Vietnam. Oops, that's just opened the image. Oh, these are the so Vietnam, China. We've got Taiwan. Sorry, Thailand, not Taiwan. Why did I say Taiwan? Thailand. Is Cambodia? Yep, Cambodia. Oh, Cambodia has a way different shape than I thought. What's this last one? What's over there? China, Cambodia, Thailand, China, Vietnam. I'm actually not sure. Yeah. I'm gonna give up. Myanmar. I said Myanmar and I didn't I didn't spell it right. All right. Sorry, it was Myanmar. Next bonus round. You guess the capital city of Laos? No, I can't. What is it? Vientiane. Is it here? Yeah. Okay, next bonus round. Flag for Laos. I don't know their flag. Is it this one? Nope. That's this one? Nope. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. National emblem. Do any of them say Laos on them? Out of many, one people? That sounded nice. Maybe this one. Hey! Okay, what are the 2 most spoken languages? Lao, probably. And then probably Mandarin, if I had to guess. No? Maybe Thai? Cambodian? No, that's not a word. That's not a language. Oh, it has... Is it just English, maybe? Nah. Khmu. I've never heard of it. Okay. How do you say my name is in Lao and Khmu? Lao, I think, looks like this. And I don't know, Khmu, maybe that one? Okay, I was wrong. I got Khmer, not Khmu. Ha! Always get those 2 confused. All right, next bonus round. Population of Laos. I don't know. 5 to 8? Hey, look at that. It's a currency. Maybe the rial. Nope, the kip. Okay. I know almost nothing about Laos. Can you organize the 4 most populated cities in order? Well, the capital is going to be the most populated by far. And then I've never heard of these, so we're just going to randomly place them. Hey, I got 2 out of 4. Okay. Can you guess the size of Laos in the square miles? The big one, yeah. Way bigger than any of those. All right. I think that's it. Cool. Well, hope you enjoyed these games, and let me know how you did.